Hello, and happy Monday night scrapping, everyone. How are you? I'm so excited to be here with you today. Uh, let's see who's joining us. Well, I just turned my live on, so I don't see anybody yet, but there's Luana. Okay, so people should start coming in now. Don't forget, this is July. I'm giving away my free card sketch book by mail. I can't even speak. I'm grabbing the book. Sorry. This is the book here. It's a printable, of course, but you could take it to your local printer place and have them put a spiral on it, and you could make it an actual book, which is what a lot of people do. I just haven't got around to doing mine yet. It has 30 sketches, so it's really a great value. After July, I will be putting it in my shop, and it will be $30. So it's a $30 value, but it's free right now with a $50 purchase. Okay, so there's all my peeps. Okay, Luana, Linda is here, Mallory, Teresa, Noreen, Allie, Kim. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. So tonight I am going to be using the celebratory sips again. This is I've been kind of using it for a while this week, and but the reason why was because my very good friend who I went to college with, we are still friends today. We live fairly close to each other, about a 45-minute drive. And so we see each other quite often. But it was her birthday back in March, and we took her out for drinks. Of course, that's just what we do. It's like we keep trading drinks every birthday. It's great. Anyway, so it's going to be a great scrapbook page. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. Let's see what else is going on. Nothing really. Just summer. I hope all of you are staying cool and relaxed. And of course, I'm ready for pumpkins. I'm always ready for pumpkins, but it hasn't really. I mean, it's warm here in Texas, but we're not having an extreme heat wave. Of course, we had all the horrific rain last week, and a lot of people, of course, lost their lives, and I think they're still looking for a few of the children, which I just can't get over how awful that was. But here up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, yeah, just normal, just every day. All right. We also have with us Kim. We have Terry and Susan, Melanie. Melanie. Sorry, I told you, Melanie, that my sister-in-law is Melanie, so it's hard for me sometimes when I'm not thinking. Marianne is here, Brenda's here. Thank you guys again. All right, let's switch the camera down. There we go. Whoops, I don't have the camera on. Hold on. Extra camera and share and add to stage. I do need to make it zoom it in just a wee bit. There we go. That looks good. Put the double image in. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So like I said, we're using the celebratory sips. There we go. This paper is so awesome because, first of all, it just has incredible B-side paper. So if you don't want cocktail drinks or mocktail drinks, they don't have to be cocktail. They can be mocktail. But the backside, look how gorgeous that is. Let's see, which one's this one? That's that orange one. What's this one? Oh, the green one. Yeah, I've used a lot of it up. This is all I've got left. So, yeah, we're going to be using this. And then let me flip it over. There we go. I love this paper here. I wish I had a whole pack of this. This is just gorgeous. I can't use enough. And these are awesome because they're just color washes, just color. I mean, you can use that as a background, but you could stamp a sentiment on that and then cut it out and use it. You don't have to use it as a drink. I just love it. And it's such a beautiful rainbow. Well, here we go. Yeah, so pretty. Love that. So, or you can use the stamp the drink on there and cut it out. You can use it that way too. Then this page has all the cute little bottles and pictures. And then this page has all the garnishes. And there are dies that cut the garnishes out and dies that cut. Oh, I've already cut them all out. So I took both pages and I cut every single drink cup out. So I just have the whole bunch of them here to play with. All right, let's just put all this to the side now. Now, tonight's scrapbook page is not going to be finished. That's kind of been my thing, and I've kind of turned it into that. But I did finish last week's page. I wanted to share with you. Whoops, here we go. Share with you last week's finished scrapbook page here. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. There we go. So this was my husband. He won first place in this photography entry that he did. And I used the painterly pears, and I kind of made a couple of pear puns. Perfect, blah, 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 picture perfect and professional photographer. Haha. Anyways, and this is just, you know, the family and his photo, and then our barbecue that we had afterwards. And oh, you know, you all, scrapbooking, I think, is more than just putting the pictures down with pretty art. This sweet lady right here, Greta Bow, my mother-in-law, well, she's stepmother-in-law, but we never considered her a stepmother-in-law. She was mother-in-law. And she was just the sweetest lady. I miss her. I really do. She was funny. She didn't get offended easily. She was silly. And of course, David's daddy, we miss him too. And my mommy and daddy and my oldest brother, Rick, they're all gone now. So yeah, seeing these memories is wonderful in the sense that this was a good memory here. So, all right, that was that page. Finish that up for you guys. So we're ready for tonight's page. Pull out my instructions I'm going to use. All right. So I have done this type of scrapbooking before where you take three DSPs, decide what color scheme you want. So you have this and these, and this page, you're going to be using the back side. All right. Now I'm using this one because it's got all the drinks on it. And we went out for drinks, but I very well could just keep it like that and use this instead, and then use these two. But whichever one that you decide you want the front and back needs to coordinate with these two. These are the base pages, okay? So even though most people do the same base page, which you could do that. I could come in and switch that out for another secret C. But yeah, no, I like the pink and the black there, the green and, nope, wrong, sorry. The green and the black there, the celebratory sips paper, and the polka dots for my other part. And then the pictures. Well, guess what? I got so excited about doing the scrapbook page, I totally forgot to print the pictures. So no worries though. I can print them off as we go because they are 4x6 and I have a 4x6 printer. So I wanted to show you the printer, and I don't want to make you guys dizzy, but if you don't mind, I'm going to move you guys over for just a sec. So hold on. Y'all get to see a peek of my craft room too. All right. And here we go. This is my printer right here. Well, let me go this way. Yeah, there we go. There's my printer right there. It's an Epson 400 and it prints 4x6, but it also prints 5x7. So I have 5x7 paper also. But then it's just connected to my computer, which is over here. And then, yeah, so it's really awesome. So let me put you guys back. Like I said, I'm sorry to make y'all dizzy, but I wanted to show that to you. There we go. And get this wire out of the way so we don't get it in our picture. Okay, so we're going to print pictures and scrapbook at the same time. All right, y'all ready to do that? Oh, Kay said she just ordered the Sip Suite today. Good, Kay. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Hey, Dorothy from Delaware. Dorothy actually lives in Texas, down the highway from me a bit. And she and her husband are on the most amazing vacation right now. I'm not envious because I have to say I do a lot of vacationings too, but she's bringing back memories of places I've been, but also places that I can't wait to see someday. So very fun. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Dorothy, for always sharing your pictures with us. All right, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is print the pictures. So let me grab those real quick. And I know y'all can't see what I'm doing, but I want to make sure Margaret's B-Day. All right, so let me now share what I'm doing. And is that right? Share screen? Yes. Okay, Chrome tab into Windows. There it is, right there, share. Okay. All right, can y'all see my photos now? Let me see what y'all can see, just a minute. Yeah, okay. Y'all can see what I can see now. And what I'm going to do is my sketch, let me show you my sketch here, has 3 4x6s that are vertical, okay, and a 4x4 and a 6x4 going horizontal. All right, so let me print those out. So my first one is this one. Now, I don't know if y'all are going to actually be able to see this because it opened it up in a new window and my computer doesn't do that. How fun. All right, well, shoot. Let's see if because I really wanted to share with you how I did this, but it's being, okay, so I have to stop share screen and then I have to share screen again. How confusing. Oh, well, no biggie. Share screen. Okay, I'll just keep doing this then. All right, so now y'all should be able to see what I'm doing. I have the picture up here. So this is where we went, Armor Brewery. And then I pop open my printer icon. I go and I find my 400. There it is. As long as it doesn't switch windows, I should be good. I bet it switched windows. Hold on. Let me see what it's doing. Yeah, darn it. This is not working out as well as I thought it would. Okay, we're just going to do this one photo and then, yeah. And then I'll do all the rest real quick while I'm talking to you guys. So share screen again, window, and here we go, and share. All right. Browser cannot access that screen. Great. It's a printer screen, so I guess it's not letting me do this. Darn, I was hoping to let you guys see how I printed pictures. Well, fiddle-dee-dee. All right, well, let me just go back to this real quick. And it didn't take but a second to print it out, so let me just print it real quick. Sorry, off. Okay, print. All right, so while it is printing, I'm going to start cutting. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to have this on the left. This is my left piece, and this is my right piece. All right, I'm going to move these up a little bit here. All right, then this piece here, I am going to cut it up. And first, I'm going to cut it at 3 inches. So let me get my trimmer. And if y'all want to write these directions down, you can. I think I have a blog post that has this, because this is like a go-to that I do a lot. Wait a minute, I want this side cut. So hold on. I've got to turn it over because my 3 inch is going to be on this side. So there we go. All right. So I have my 3 inch. There we go. I'll pull it back out. Take that. So I cut off 3 inches and show you my first print. So there's my first print. All right. So let me go to my next one. And okay, and whoops, I need it to be a portrait. Okay, while that one's printing, we will continue our cutting. So the next cut is we're going to take this piece, we're going to cut it at 7 inches here. So let me pull out my arm. Okay, and I'll put all the pieces back together so you can see them again in the end. All right, so there's my 7. Then I need a 3. And then I need 2 ones. 2 ones. I need to cut this in half basically because it's 2 inches. And I'm going to cut it into 3x1s. All right, so there we go. We have those pieces. So let me put those to the side real quick. I'll put them over here in order. All right. Now, remember, if y'all have a question or something, put a question mark next to your name. And then that way I'll see it while I'm working. And it says, Patricia says, I'm sending heartfelt prayers to the victims in Texas. Thank you, Patricia. And all of us who are praying for them. I know they appreciate our prayers and our money. They definitely need money down there. Michelle says, I'll have to check you later. Hello. Well, in the middle of dinner. Well, you enjoy your dinner, Michelle. And then Jeanne says hello from Oregon. Oh my gosh, it's hot in Oregon. Oh, Jeanne, I just finished watching videos about um, predatory. Um, it's where the Devil's Well, not Devil's Well, Thor's Well, Thor's Well. Yeah, we're gonna camp there. So I'm really excited about that. If you know what I'm talking about, Jan. All right, back to our cutting. All right, so we're gonna do the same cuts that we did. You know what, I wish there was a way to move my picture. Maybe I can. Oh no, darn it. Okay, well shoot. I was hoping I could move me over to the other side, but maybe I can just move. Yeah, it's just not going to work. All right, I'm just going to have to, I guess, take me out. What about this? Nope. I'm looking at all my different possibilities. Yes, there we go. That works. Okay. Except I need to zoom out a bit. Woo, sorry about that. There we go. Oh, yay. All right, so now y'all can see what I'm doing better. So I have the 7-inch, the 3-inch, and the 2 1-inch, and I'm going to do the same thing with this page here. So the first thing I need is 7 inches here. Okay, double check. Always double check before you go cutting everything up. All right, yep. There we go, we got that one. And then the 3-inch. Yeah. So it's 7 3 1 1. But it starts off at 3 and then 7 3 1 1. So you should be able to remember that. There. Okay. All right, our paper is all cut up. My next print is done. This is my very good friend and college roommate. We have been besties since 1986. Wow. It's crazy to think that, right? Okay, let me print another one while I continue this. Let's see. I needed to make a 4x4, right? Hold on. I forget which one I picked to be the 4x4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I know what it is. It's not a 4x. Okay, never mind. Let me just print this one and then we'll continue. The thing is, we took a picture of her drink. It's more of the glassware that her beer was in is so pretty, and so we wanted to take a picture of it, but I don't want a whole 4x6 of one drink. That's kind of taking up too much space for that. So I'm going to make it a 3x4, but I'll show you what I do with that. Hopefully I'll be able to show you that in a minute. All right, back to this. Back to you guys. So know what I'm doing here. Where are we going with this? Now we need to place everybody where they go. So let me move the trimmer. Okay. The back side, remember, is pink. And then the front, and then this side, of course, has the drinks. I am going to have her pictures on the pink. So that is these two pieces here. So I'm going to flip these over and like that. All right. And that one's going to go on the black and this one's going to go on the green right there. Then I am going to take, come here. Okay. Then I am going to take the drink ones. Now, wait a minute. This one goes here. This one goes here. Yeah. This one goes on this side. This one goes on this side. Just like putting a puzzle back together. Then these two long ones go here and here. And these two short ones. Oh, no. Where's the other one? Whew. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Where does this go? Goes like that. Yep. So this one goes here and this one goes here. Woo, we did it. Okay. So now I just need to glue all these pieces down while I print the next picture. Don't y'all love this? Going back and forth. Love it. Love it. Okay. Those are my 3 vertical. Here's my horizontal. Love this one. The 3 of us. Mm-hmm. All right, now tape runner, here we go. Also measure where it goes. So it's pretty much just centered. So let me use my grid paper, move you over, and let me use my grid paper here. Let's see, am I in the, frame here. Where, oh, it's hard to see the black on black, isn't it? I apologize. Okay. Well, I'm just going to put that right there. Okay. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the center. So this needs to come down to the 1/2 inch mark. I'm going to move this over a little bit so I can get next to these little crosses. There we go. So I know exactly where I am. And I'll take it, as I throw it across the room. Yeah, and people always ask me about my grid mat. This is just a made by Cricut, the the electric cutting system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's got off of the grid again. All right, hold on. Sorry about that. So right there. Hopefully that is correct. Okay, I'm just loosely touching it, hardly touching it at all, because I want to make sure it's right. I'm going to line it back up with the regular things. Okay, all looks good. There we go. Yay! We got the first piece, or the first piece down. Hey, Linda and Teresa, Tanya, love it, love it. Thank y'all for joining. Okay, all right. Let me pause for a second, see if I can't show you how I do a 3x4. If I can't do it, I'm sorry, but I'm going to try. So we're going to go back to share. Well, first of all, let me pull up my screen. So I use you can use it free or paid. I use paid just because I use it for my business so much, but it's called Canva. There we go, Canva. All right, good, good, good. There we go, Canva. All right, so you should be able to see my screen now. And there's all these templates here, different sizes, like a YouTube thumbnail template, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm doing photographs, so I need a special template. I need a custom size template. All right, now I have these. Oh, could you see that? I hate that when it pops up a new window and you can't see what the heck I'm doing. Oh, look, it did. Yay, awesome. Okay, you can see it. I have custom size ones in here already. The 6x4, the 4x6, the 4x4. This is the 5.5x4. You know, your camera photos, if you print them with the way they default to, they're actually 5.5x4, actually 5 and something or others by 4. And so I made that one special for that situation. But then I have 7x5 and 5x7. So I can just come in here. I want a 4x6. No, I don't. I want a 6x4. All right, this is my reasoning here. I'm doing a 3x4. So it's a portrait picture, but it's going to be small. So I need the opposite base, the 6x4. Now I know that just switched because it opened another window when it did that. So let me remove this one and open this other one. There we go. Okay, so y'all should see my 6x4 here. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to upload. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I really do. Okay, I think you can. I'm going to upload what I'm doing here. I go to my upload pictures. Then I just go where I know the picture is, 2025, and it's in March. There it is. And this is the picture I want, this glass. And you'll see in a second why I don't want to make a whole 4x6 of this one picture, because I couldn't cut it down. We zoomed in on it. See, we zoomed in on this baby. So I pop it into the 6x4 and then I open it, and it is now and you can see the little black box right there. It says 3x4. So I know that's a 3x4. I am going to now title it picture 1. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what you title it because you're not going to actually save it. You're just using it to get the small print. The saved image is the large one. Okay, so now it's you can either make it a ping or a JPEG. I'm going to make it a JPEG. I don't know why. I just always think of photographs as JPEGs, but All right, now that I have it downloaded, all right, back to you guys. Stop sharing. I'm getting the hang of this. And here we go, and open. All right, so this is now the next part that I do. I'm going to click the print button, and it's not going to let you see it. Actually, let's just double check, make sure you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. But you see how the drink is on the left and there's white on the right? Well, that's exactly how it's going to print. So let me print that real quick so you all can see what I'm talking about. No, I don't want to do that. I need that. That and that and okay, and print. All right, so while that is printing, let me get this off of here and go back to, I can't remember which one I had it at. This one? Yeah, but I'm missing. Where did I go? Oh, no. Oh, the games I play. Maybe it was this one. There it is. Okay. Where did I go? Where did I go? Watching way too many movies. All right. So now let me finish putting all this on while that's printing. And then, wow, get over here. All right. So like I said, I kind of didn't get completely as ready today as I wanted to get. Didn't get the pictures printed, but also don't have the title made yet either. So we're definitely going to have to see the ending of this on next Monday. But I did want to show you all this go-to thing, and it also uses up the DSP. Like if you're you have way too much paper, you're trying to get rid of some of your paper. This is a great way to get rid of 3 pieces at once. It's a 2-page spread. All right, so let's pull this down. Okay, come here. So I want to make sure everything's lined up just the way it's supposed to be. Like I said, that's the good. That's the good. That is a reason to have grid paper here. Now this is going to go in the center here. Except my centers that don't look at the numbers because it's moved up to the 1. So it's 1 to 13. So the middle is going to be 7. Which is, and it's a 3-inch piece, so it should be at the half marks. Yeah, 6.5 and 8.5, and right there. All right, so we got that piece together. Now this side, I need it bumped up against because I could use the measurements again and probably get it in the right place, but I feel more comfortable just bumping it up next to it. Then I know for sure that we're getting it in the same spot. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I like how that was the same. I didn't even see that I had done that. That's good. All right. And now this one goes on this side. All right. And then, like I said, the 7's in the middle. So we're going to go to 6.5 and the 8.5, the 5.5 and this 8.5. Okay. And perfect. All right. So now we have our background made, and just ignore the green tape. That's for when I zoom in, it tells me where my, where my borders are. So you can't see everything. All right. There we go. We're good. We're good. Awesome. All right, let me pull out the photos that printed because we're done printing now. So this is how the drink turned out. So it's just a 3x4 now with a border. This is the 3 of us. Cheers to Margaret. Here is, oh, I'm missing a picture. I'm missing Margaret's birthday cake thing. Okay, hold on. Let me grab that. I missed a print. Oh, wait a minute. I could have swore I printed that one. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, I did. All right, so there's her. So this is how you set these pictures up so they fit. First of all, the 6x4 goes over here with the 4x4. Then we can, if we're telling the story, so these two 4x6 go over here, and then this one goes here, and then these go like that. I'm trying to think, how do I want the story? Well, we went to Armor Brewery. We drank and listened to music. And you know what? None of us can remember who this guy is. And I tried to Google him. I don't know. He's a local guy. And I was bummed that I didn't write down who it was. But he was good. He was country. All right. And so that is how the photos go. So with that, and notice how I printed them with the white border. That just kind of helps give it a little more pop. And if you didn't really like that, you could cut the white off and make it a color cardstock. Like I could outline them all in black, or I could do these in green and these in black. That might be good. That would help cross the two colors. Yeah, you know what? I think I might do that. Because that kind of just gets lost there. It's a good idea. Oh, yeah. Now you get to watch me cut photos. I know you're so excited. All right. Before I do that, we've got Terry says, could you use another 3x4 photo on the blank side? Oh, of course. I very well to save photo paper. I sure would. I just didn't know one off the top of my head, but I didn't want to put a photo there for the scrapbook page because that's where the journaling and stuff goes to tell the story. So basically what I'm going to do now. So next Monday, I've decided I'm not going to cut it out tonight. I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do. And then next Monday, you'll see the completed project. Okay. So like I said, I have all these cups here. There's this cute umbrella drink we could do here with, and then I don't want to use the same color drink. So I'll go through here. Here's an orange one. That's cute. Whoops, I'm dropping them now. Some of them do not have garnishes. Like these don't have garnishes. So I would cut some garnishes out and attach those. Here's an orange one. Whoops, get back over here. Let me look at all the different ones I have. Ooh. Okay, now this one only has the top of it left. But that's okay because like if I wanted to put it back behind something, you don't need the bottom of the glass. So that's why I cut that one out. I'm just put it to the side for a sec. Oh, here's another orange with the rosemary sprig. Let me just make a pile of all the ones that don't have anything. There we go. Well, actually, you know what? I just thought of something. Ooh, duh. What do you think? It kind of looks the same. Kind of, not quite. It's a Tom Collins glass and a pint glass, but that's a thought. We might use that as a pint. All right, here's the green lime one. Now this green lime one doesn't have the garnish, but that's okay because you could stamp and cut out another garnish or cut a garnish off of the garnish paper and put it on top of there. So I didn't want to lose that one. So there are not many without decorations. Here's a couple more umbrella ones. So, and then this pink one. So we could do a pink one and a like that. All right, so you're getting the idea. All right, getting the idea. We're going to put the title is going to go here. All right, so the title will go here and it'll be Sip Hooray. And then over here we'll have write up about what we did to honor Margaret on her birthday. And like I said, I'm going to switch out the white border with the old olive for this side. And the secret C, I'm going to pull over to this side. And I can either use this actual paper to do it, not this one particularly, but you always get two in a pack to do that. Or I can get the cardstock out. Or even yet, I could get out if y'all didn't know about this, I love this. Hold on. It's under, I always forget what colors are. Well, this is last year's. Hold on. Let me get this year's. Here we go. All right, so we sell the color families in designer paper packs. They're 6x6. Word is out, though, I heard. We're getting it in 12x12. Yay, I hope so. It's a rumor. All right, so I could take here's the secret C. Let's see, is there one that, yeah, here's a secret C, kind of a dark background like that. So I could use that. Let me just put that on there so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So we can outline them with that. And then I can go in, I can find the pack that has the old olive and do it over here on this side. So that's an idea. Or you could use the design side, which the back side of this is flowers, which would be okay, but I don't think it's dark enough. I don't think it is enough to pull your eye over. Like I said, or cardstock. Cardstock would be an easy answer too. Okay, what questions do you all have? What questions do you guys have? Let me switch that out for the orange. I like this. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'm just playing around. But yeah, so I'm going to put some embellishments. I'm going to put some word phrases. I'm going to put the title and I'm going to put the journaling, and I'm going to share all that with you next Monday. Once again, let me show you last week's up close, because I don't think I showed you a really good up close of last week's. So this was the first page, and I'm going to zoom. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera, but I'm going to zoom in and show you guys what I did here. So that is a circle. That's the cluster I fussy cut. That's the mesh that you use with the die cut. There's the ink splatter stamp, and then these are the in color. Actually, these are the colored glitter gems that go with the Perfectly Pear Suite. They just happen to also be the Secret C, but there's Secret C in this paper pack. So that's that big embellishment. And of course, I used our 2 different letter fonts to do the title. Then this side, let me tell you what I did here. So first, I printed the sentiment on the cardstock on my computer so I could get my own personalized sentiment there. But I cut it out with the stylus shaped dies and cut a little pear there. This one has the big pear cut out, the Calypso Coral Circle, the mesh, some of these leaves that were punched with the bow punch, the dots and the splatter. And then this one, let me compare the 2 for you. Woo, there we go. Whoops, let me zoom out. Come on. Come on. Oh, little DD, it's done stuck. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now you can see both of them. So this cluster and this cluster all came from the one sheet that had clusters on it, and I fussy cut them out. But this was the smaller cluster, and this was the larger, and they're just the 2 clusters. And then some more of the bow punch. And then I use the 2-tone. So I have the dark and the light old olive, the 2-tone cardstock that we have, which is so amazing. The mesh, the circle. So notice how I kept all 3 elements in all 3 of the parts. And then there was this little side one. Now down here where my journaling is, I still continued to tie in some of the elements. I have the splash and some dots. Now I had to type out my journaling because I had way too much to say to fit in this little bitty space. That's one problem with using card sketches, is sometimes they don't give you enough room to journal. Now you could do a flip flap, like I could take this and flip it up and I could have all of a 6x4 to journal on if I had a lot to tell. But I just basically wanted to say what the photograph was, why we're celebrating his first place and how we celebrate it and who is there. And so all that's in there. All right. So that was last week's design. And of course, my goal is to eventually get these on my blog so you can actually go and look at them. I do put the pictures on my Instagram. So if you follow me on my Creating with Christina Instagram, you should see lots of pictures there. I love to, that's an easy place to upload. And then also when I do that, it shares them to my Facebook thing, because that Instagram and Facebook go together. Facebook owns Instagram. So there you go. Hey, Luana. So good. So you're looking forward to next week. Yeah. Like I said, you guys, I apologize for not having everything completely ready for you guys, but at least we got to start. I shared with you how to do this background. So this background is something you can do with any event, any subject. You just need 3 pieces of cardstock or designer paper. And you don't even need 3. You could just use the 1 piece of designer paper and then use 2 pieces of cardstock for your base. That works too. But it gets you, in this case, it got me 5 photos. There is a way to get more photos though. You could put 4x3s here and get 6 photos. And then you would have then the 3x4, and you could make this 2 3x4s, and you could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pictures on this whole spread if you wanted to do that. I love, and this was actually on the design of 4x4, not a 3x4. So if you had a picture that would be best as a 4x4, that would work. That wouldn't, yeah. So right now I'm gonna have lots of area to journal. With a 4x4, I wouldn't have quite as much room to journal, but. So there you go. That's it. Teresa said, enjoy watching you create your pages. Also looking forward to next week. Well, thank you. And Tanya says, I don't do Instagram. Okay, Tanya. All good. All good. All right. I'm looking through for other question marks. Don't forget, during July, we're still having the free card sketch giveaway. I try to get it to you right away as soon as you place your order. Sometimes it takes a while for the order to come through for me to see the order. Or I might be a little busy and I can't get to my computer at that time. But as soon as I can, I send it to you. And if you put in more than one $50 order, you're going to end up getting 2 downloads, because I'm not going to try to keep up with who already ordered and who didn't order and all that stuff. If it shows over 50, I send you a thank you with your $50. Okay. Oh, one more note. The card kit by mail, I ordered all the product last night, so they were picking it and packaging it up all today, so it should ship out. So far we are on track for me to ship them out on the 22nd, so be looking for those. And those of you who only ordered the tutorial, I sent that out last night, so look in your email. Also my team, if you're on my team, I sent the tutorial to you last night also, so look for that. If you don't see it, give me a message. All right, you guys have a great rest of your night. I will see you Monday morning for Card Challenge Wednesday. Did I say Monday? Today's Monday. Wednesday morning, afternoon. Wednesday afternoon at noon. Oh my gosh, I'm such a scatterbrain. Anyways, you guys are the best. I love y'all so much. And you just make my life so happy. All right, we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.